Things are getting much worse for Boris. One would think the leadership election and his demotion as Prime Minister would be bad enough. But no, the Parliamentary Standards Committee, when it sits, could well find that Boris was guilty of misleading the House. In the past, the assumption was that they would have to establish that Boris deliberately misled the House. This was certainly the way that he understood it in the House of Commons when he was defending himself at the dispatch box. But we now learn the Standards Committee doesn't have to establish that he deliberately did something, simply that he did something. Well, it is quite clear that he misled the House. He may not have intended to do so, but he definitely misled the House. Now, this could lead to him being banned from the House of Commons for 10 days or more, and if that is the case, his constituency could recall him, which would lead to a by-election. So Boris could be in the very strange position of an ex-Prime Minister having to fight a by-election to get back into the House of Commons so that he can sit and gloat over his successor. And, well, if that, for example, is Liz Truss, well, you know, they could exchange information on hair care, of course. If it's Rishi Sunak, goodness knows, I suppose Boris could fume in the background about the man who stabbed him in the back. And meanwhile, he could sit presumably next to Mrs. May, and they could gloat together and refuse to clap when either Rishi Sunak or Liz Truss faces a vote of confidence and loses. It's all to play for now, I suppose.